In the heart of South Korea's opulent imperial court, Crown Prince Min-jun, heir to the vast wealth and legacy of the Imperial Throne, carried a heavy burden. Years ago, his father's enemy kidnapped him and his mother, selling them to a cruel man who married his mother and subjected them both to relentless abuse. Min-jun's mother perished under the torment, and though his father, the imperial king, rescued him after 2 years, the scars of betrayal and suffering lingered. Determined to protect his heart, Min-jun vowed never to rush into a relationship, especially one that could expose him to further pain. As his coronation loomed, he decided to find a wife who valued him for his soul, not his title or wealth. Disguising himself as a humble car washer named Ji-ho, Min-jun traveled to Busan, far from the imperial capital of Seoul. He set up at a roadside car wash, blending into the city's bustle, his true identity hidden from all. Customers came and went, unaware they were being served by the future king. One day, a wealthy businessman, arrogant and demanding, ordered Ji-ho to wash his luxury car. Despite Min-jun's meticulous work, the man, dissatisfied, berated and beat him publicly, claiming the job was subpar. Bruised but silent, Min-jun endured, his resolve to remain undercover unshaken. At that moment, a sleek car pulled into the wash, dirted by a passing vehicle's splash. The driver stepped out, followed by a poised young woman in her early 20s, Eun-ji, the CEO of a rising tech empire. She had been en route to a critical meeting when the incident forced her to stop. Witnessing the businessman's cruelty, Eun-ji's fiery spirit flared. She confronted the man, defending Ji-ho with sharp words and unwavering conviction, stunning the crowd. Before leaving, she handed Ji-ho her card with her residential address, inviting him to visit. Her beauty and compassion struck Min-jun deeply, planting the first seeds of admiration in his guarded heart. 2 days later, disaster struck. The businessman, enraged by the earlier confrontation, sent thugs to destroy Ji-ho's car wash, leaving Min-jun with nothing but the clothes on his back. With no other options, he followed Eun-ji's invitation and arrived at her sprawling Busan mansion. The guards hesitated, eyeing his tattered appearance, but the card granted him entry. In the guest chamber, Eun-ji greeted him warmly, her smile disarming. Sensing his plight, she offered him a job as her driver, and Min-jun, now homeless, accepted, determined to stay close and learn more about her. As her driver, Min-jun observed Eun-ji's grace, intelligence, and kindness. Their evenings often ended at a small canteen, where they shared quiet conversations over steaming bowls of tteokbokki. Love began to bloom in Min-jun's heart, but his past made him cautious. Eun-ji, too, felt a growing affection but hesitated, unsure if Ji-ho shared her feelings or saw her only as an employer. She waited for him to speak first, while he wrestled with his fear of rejection. One evening, Min-jun overheard Eun-ji's father, Chairman Kang, discussing plans to marry her to a young billionaire to bolster their family's company. The words crushed him. How could a mere driver compete with such a match? Days later, Eun-ji faced a crisis. A $2 billion deal collapsed, threatening her company, compounded by a $300 million loan they couldn't repay. Unable to watch her suffer, Min-jun acted in secret. He contacted a loyal servant from the imperial court, instructing him to deliver $2.5 billion to Eun-ji's company, signed only as an anonymous admirer. The funds saved her empire, but Eun-ji and her father were left baffled, searching for the mysterious benefactor. Emboldened by her gratitude and his growing love, Min-jun confessed his feelings one day while driving her to the office. Eun-ji's heart raced. She admitted she'd loved him since their first encounter and had been waiting for this moment. Their joy was short-lived. Chairman Kang, furious at his daughter's affection for a driver, hired thugs to kidnap Ji-ho and remove him from her life. Min-jun was taken to a remote warehouse, bound and caged, while Eun-ji, unaware of her father's scheme, fell ill with worry, collapsing and landing in the hospital. The police searched fruitlessly for the missing driver. In the warehouse, the thugs' leader arrived to inspect their captive. Recognizing Min-jun as the crown prince, he paled, ordering his men to release him and begging forgiveness. Min-jun, still intent on secrecy, swore them to silence. Free, he rushed to the hospital where Eun-ji lay recovering. There, in a moment that would change everything, 6 men in tailored suits entered, carrying chests of gold and rare jewels. They bowed deeply, addressing Ji-ho as Your Highness. The room fell silent. Min-jun revealed his true identity as the Crown Prince, confessing he was the anonymous admirer who had saved her company. He declared his love, offering the treasures as a symbol of his devotion. Chairman Kang, awestruck by Min-jun's wealth and power, could not object. Eun-ji, tears in her eyes, accepted his love, her heart full. Their union was celebrated with grandeur, and Min-jun ascended the throne as the imperial king, with Eun-ji as his queen, a woman who loved him not for his crown, but for the man she met at a humble car wash. Together, they ruled with wisdom and compassion, their love a testament to trust forged through trials. Please motivate us to bring you more interesting South Korean love movies by hitting that subscribe button, like, share, and comments as you subscribe at Akamovies.